Please welcome Boy George. Where did the Boy George thing come from?
That came in the early days because when we did our first publicity shots, everybody thought I was female, so I put the boy on the front just to kind of confuse people a bit more.
Aha. OK. Well, you've had some extraordinary experiences. You have experienced the height of international fame from the early 80s. You hit the wall with heroin. You bounced back in the limelight. What do you learn of... What's your meaning of life after those sort of experiences?
I think you learn to appreciate your career more. You know, when I first started in Culture Club, I was very petulant and success happened very quickly for me, so I just kind of thought I deserved it. And I used to march around the world being a prima donna. And eventually, when I kind of fell down the abyss, I learned to appreciate it more. So when I travel now, I mean, obviously, when I'm travelling around the world, people are paying my hotel bills. I'm staying in beautiful hotels. So I kind of appreciate things on a deeper level now.
The party harding. Would we be surprised at what Boy George and the Culture Club and your echelon of pop stardom got up to?
To be honest, when I was in Culture Club, I didn't party hard. I was a very, very good boy. I used to go home after gigs and go to bed. It was after Culture Club started to go sort of downhill that I started to go mental. When I was supposed to go mental, I wasn't. I was being very orthodox, but when it all finished, that's when I went nutty.
How nutty?
Well, I was living in New York, and New York is the kind of place where you can really get into a lot of trouble if you want to. You know, it's an excessive place.
But we live such, you know, truth be known, we are conservative, we live suburban lives. Surprises.
Oh, I know you don't. That's such a lie.
I know. I'm deathly boring, aren't I, Jeff?
You're the Ivana Trump of Australia.
No, only the hair. I haven't got the bank balance on.
I don't believe that you lead a suburban life. I bet you lead a very glamorous life, sipping champagne and eating strawberries in the morning. Don't you think? She makes out she's like you, but she's not.
The trouble is, she would like to sip champagne and drink strawberries.
Check out the Diamond Kids.
They've seen them all before. But, yeah, they were fairly heady days. When you look back now, what did you learn about yourself? Because you are one of 6 kids from a working-class English background. When did you figure out you were gay?
When I was about 5. Other kids bring you the bad news. I mean, it's not something that you know yourself. You know, when you're effeminate child, other kids call you names. So it's something that you learn about before you really understand it. You know, you're at school or in the playground or just playing around in the streets. Other kids pick on you and tell you that you're not like them. And so that's how you really learn about it.
How tough was that for you then, George?
Well, you can go either one or two ways. You know, you can either become a victim or you can become outrageous as a kind of defence. I think what I did was I kind of celebrated it. As a kind of armour, I became much more camp, if you like. You know, when I got to secondary school, everyone used to call me names, and so I started to dye my hair, shaved off my eyebrows, and I became almost the very thing that they wanted me to be.
I'm looking at your eyes. You do your makeup so beautifully. I mean,
Years of practice.
I'm glued to the way you do your eyes. It's fantastic. How long does it take you?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah? Tips for me?
Just...
But isn't it done beautifully? So, from an expert's point of view, have you got any tips? I mean, we've actually got a makeup palette over there. I don't know if you'd want to play on it.
I don't know if I can help you.
No. Oh. Then all I do is drink champagne and strawberries and now Boy George can't help me.
Listen. The thing is that whenever I've done anyone else's face, I always make them look like me. I can only do it to myself. So whenever I've painted anybody, I always end up looking like a kind of cartoon version of me. So if I do you, I'll just put too much on. The thing is with me, like I'm trying to backtrack now, and honestly, you've got a lovely face. You don't need as much makeup as I do.